Hi friend, my name is Amritam and I am here with the first class of CSAT, and before the class begins actually we are just going to discuss some of the things that is very much necessary as far as the CSAT trend is concerned and that you must understand. Alright, you were there in the previous boot camp over there? No, that happened in some days ago. Alright. So before I go towards what can be the topic, what can be the trend, what can be the scenario for 2024, I must say you some sort of thing regarding what had been there after 2017. 2017 was a break year, alright. Before 2017, what happened? The trend was like mix of all bag and medium level questions, likewise the thing. That was the first year, 2017 was the first year where the question difficulty level abruptly increased. 2017 and 2023. These 2 years have been quite different in all scenario. What I am telling you, just understand. Here the quant, LR, DI not, and reading comprehension. 3 sections were there, no DI question was there, no DS question was there. I mean to say DI is a part of QA. We will be just discussing syllabus in some time. QA is quantitative aptitude, LR is logical reasoning, and RC is reading comprehension. Basically three parts are there in CSAT, and from those areas only the question come. Now what happens? In QA, one section is what? DI. And in LR, one section will be what? DS. So questions have come from this very area, but that was not in the year 2017. The difficulty level was medium to difficult. If I say about the difficulty level is difficult. Very simple. Medium to difficult I can write, but as compared to this was moderately difficult, so I would be saying this very thing. After this, what happened? Here only QA, LR, RC was there, but DI came back in 2018. As many as 10, 12, 14 questions were only from DI. Alright, so DI was absent here, but it came back here. Altogether, QA, LR, RC questions were there and no DS question were there. Alright, in 2019, what was the abrupt change? Here, DS appeared, 2022, and the trend have been following up till now. So what is the scenario? In some year the difficulty level is here, some year difficulty level is here. Trend is changing like the scenario that has not been in the past. Very simple. So I said it was moderately to difficult. It was moderate to difficult. Year 2008 saw a moderate paper. So you saw a downtrend here in the difficulty level. Paper 2016 was easy to medium level we can say. 33.33% was the passing mark. Here the paper was medium to difficult and the area QA, LR both were difficult, I would say that. In 2018 it was again a bit moderate as compared to this. 2019 again was tougher. This was also tougher. And here also the tough trend goes on, but in drips and drabs condition. But strikingly what happens if the scenario is like this, and the scenario for 2023 is completely like this. So the difficulty level here is this and here is this. Alright. Now what is the other striking change? In the year 2019-20 also saw the scenario, and 21 also saw the scenario like QA questions were around 35. But this year trend was completely different. What was the thing? QA was around 40. Alright. LR was what? Around 12, 13. And reading comprehension was what? 25, 26 like that. Alright. So yes. So 2023 saw this very pattern. Now you would be saying that 40 question was there in quantitative aptitude only. So has it happened before? I cannot say like 20 questions were coming in the previous year and has suddenly gone up to 40, not like that. Some of these years have shown the trend that quantitative aptitude was as many questions like 30, 35 questions were asked from quantitative aptitude section only, alright. But what happened, LR section saw a drop 12 to 13, but the average scenario was what, around 20 questions, alright. So average scenario I am talking, quant you will be getting around 30 questions, LR you will be getting around 20 questions, and reading comprehension section you will be getting around 25 questions. Rest 5 are miscellaneous part, 5 may be completely in the data sufficiency or completely in the data interpretation section. Likewise, data interpretation is put in quantitative aptitude and LR के साथ क्या आता है, DS, data sufficiency section, that is one of the thing. So the trend is what, the moderate to difficult paper in 2017 has just become difficult in 2023. 17 to 23, how many years are there? Is it 6 or 7? 7 years. Upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. 23 minus 17 plus 1, that is 7 years. So this 7-year trend shows that moderate to difficult, then moderate, then difficult, then again moderate, then difficult and then ultra difficult. This was the scenario over the years. अब हम बात करते हैं इसके sections की. Now what exactly is the thing? Quant, LR, TI and RC. Now what are the components and how you have to be prepared for 2024? Whatever thing we have discussed up till now, it says that there is what? Some sort of trend? No, there is no trend. What is the thing? Abruptly you can get quantitative aptitude questions like 30, 25 in the next year. It is 40 around this very time. LR question may jump on to what, 20 question likewise, and RC question will be the same scenario. Every year RC question was approximately 25, 26, 27 around, this was the thing. So this has maintained a constant forum here as far as the thing is concerned. But the main thing is what? Difficulty level in RC paper, difficulty level in QA paper and difficulty level in reasoning paper. What is the thing? Sometimes this happens that this is a very vast ocean, alright. So somewhere down the line what happens, one section is having difficulty level very difficult, one section is having moderate to difficult paper, and one section is really very easy to comprehend, everything like that. This happens. Now to utmost surprise, sometimes down the line QA was quite easy. As many as 30 questions were asked, but quantitative aptitude were easy. And LR question were thought invigorating. The questions from sections like puzzle and others, in some year I am talking, were quite difficult to comprehend and then make. And RC question was moderate to difficult, that was the scenario. So here I just discussed one case where quantitative aptitude was slow in difficulty level, but all the rest were difficult. Now here the trend is quantitative aptitude section was difficult. There was incorporation of new type of question in the 2023 scenario I am telling you. New type of question in 2023, and the trend has gone from 2020 onward. 2020, 2021, 22 and 23 have seen some sort of new type of question. Suppose in number system one area was there, remainder theorem, remainder portion was there. The questions were completely absent here. Of course, the question came that we are having a linkage with the concept of what, remainder, but the questions were completely absent over here. But that came back from 2020. 2020 onward, the questions are coming, then you will be understanding that very one topic of quant that I am discussing, that is remainder theorem. Suppose remainder theorem is a part of number system. Number system is the first chapter, first and foremost chapter. We will be starting with this today also. So what happens, that remainder theorem problem start coming from 2020 onward. All right, 2020 onward, 20, 21, 22, 23, and I think 2019 and 2018 didn't see a question on that. Okay, so the trend was what, a new set of pattern based questions were there, and that started coming. So I just discussed about this. So I must tell you what was the scenario. Scenario was like this. Two 2020 onward, I said 21, 22 and 23. Around that remainder theorem, as many as 4 questions were asked, but if we just talk about that remainder portion alone, then revolving around that very area was as many as 6 questions were asked. Alright, approximately 1 to 2 questions were here, 1 to 2 questions were here and 1 question was here. Alright. So I am just talking about one portion, that is remainder part. Here a topic of quantitative aptitude, and that is a topic from number system. Simple. So the scenario is what? A new set of questions started appearing from 2020 onward, but it was completely absent previously. So what happened? Faculty didn't teach primarily that very portion. Faculty will be teaching the portion that is very much necessary, but what I can do, I can just foretell only one thing, what would be the scenario in 2024, how you have to be prepared for that, what are the areas we should focus along, and that will be enough. But subsequently it might happen that one new area is getting touched in 2024, and how you are going to tackle with that, that is all about basics. Basics of quantitative aptitude must be clear enough, then only you are going to sail through very easily. So what we see that in the vast ocean, there are some sort of peaks, and that you have to follow up. Okay, so the vast area from where the questions flow, and some areas are there that are interconnected. All right, and all those portions will make you lead toward success, will just lead you towards success. What is happening, I am telling you. Quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and data interpretation and reading comprehension section. Total 80 questions are there, alright. And the scenario is what? Scenario is around 25 to 30 questions from quant and 15 to 20 questions from LR and 25 to 30 questions from reading comprehension. This will be the scenario that you have now understood. Now, what are the parts that need to be discussed right now? That is a component of this quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and RC that we are going to discuss over here, and what will be the main thought process in taking this very class, and how this class will flow on with you. This is all we are going to discuss over here. So this part is whole ocean, and I have just talked about some specific points, and when we just match it up, then we just get a complete picture. What happens? Suppose there are 30 variety of questions that would be coming, and 30 questions are asked also in quantitative aptitude. Suppose one section I am talking. In quant, what are the areas where it can come through? In quant, you have got number system, you have got average, you have got percentage, and you have got what? Ratio proportion. Percentage and ratio proportion. These 4 areas are very much important as far as quant chapter is concerned. And now strikingly, what happened in 2023? So with respect to these components of quantitative aptitude, we are going to understand the complete scenario. What are the other areas? Anyone? Chapter that you are just time, speed, distance. One is permutation combination, one is time, speed, distance, one is time and work, yes, and probability, yes. And now other chapters are like what? Geometry and mensuration. Trigonometry is not a part of this right now. So apart from this, SICI is there, alligation and mixture is there, and what? And one chapter like profit loss discount is there. So altogether these are the parts of quantitative aptitude, and I can write down miscellaneous other small chapters likewise. But the main area from where the questions were asked was number system and permutation, combination and probability. I am talking about year 2023, that we are having approximately 75% questions. 75% means what? 75 out of 100, 3 out of 4. It does mean that if I have said 40 questions were asked overall, so it does mean that approximately 30 questions were from these two areas. Now, why this hierarchy is there? Hierarchy is there because of some reason. I am just telling you very shortly, you just try to understand. Number system, then average will be flowing on, then percentage will be there, and ratio proportion. Once you have finished all these 4 chapters, it is now forming the building block for one area that is also the portion of quant, and that is named as what? You know, that is named as data interpretation. Now you would have understood that for data interpretation, you need 4 chapters to be cleared. And what are that? First is number system, then average, then percentage, then ratio proportion. Then you would be feeling that will we be having another set of classes for separate class for data interpretation? Yes, of course you will be having. Why? Because in data interpretation, what happens? Data is flow on in different pictorial formats, and you have to answer the question. But what happened exactly? The process will be dependent on concept of these chapter only. So you have just understood 70%, 60% part of this data interpretation once these 4 chapters have already been finished. Getting or not getting? So what I mean to say, in data interpretation, apart from this, only the format in which the questions come, we will be discussing, and we will be having some very vital practicing over here in the classroom also. So this is the importance of that 4 chapter. Now I must remind you, once I am going to this percentage chapter, there are some sort of concepts. Concept, I mean to say, the way we are going to handle this very chapter. Once we are just going to finish off that very chapter, along with that we are just going to finish these 3 chapters in a straightforward manner. Once percentage is finished, SICI, allegation mixture and profit loss discount, all 3 will be finished, and you do not bother about this very fact. I am not going to say you just memorize all the formulas and this and that sort tricks. No, wherever needed, only there you have to just memorize sort trick. Memorize what? I will be saying very less time, very few times, some sort of things to be memorized. That's very simple. Understanding part is very much important everywhere. Whatever I have written over here, everywhere understanding part is important. So based on that only I said that once that percentage chapter will be finished, the understanding that you will be gathering that very chapter, that is sufficient enough to finish these 3 chapters. And then comes time and work, time, speed, distance. Of course, permutation, combination and probability will be coming afterward. Why? Because permutation, combination questions do involve some sort of questions that are having that you can only do after you have enough concept of what? Percentage chapter, enough concept of ratio proportion. Very simple. And time, speed, distance and time and work will be done after ratio proportion. So these 2 are connected with what? This. Getting or not getting? So the main 4 chapters I discussed already. How time, work, time, speed, distance and the other flowing areas like time, speed, distance is what? Race also comes with that, and what boats concept is also coming over there along with that chapter, and along with time and work, some sort of areas like pipes and cisterns do come. So everything will be dealt, only ratio proportion gets finished. So I clearly told you that after ratio proportion we will be handling these 2 things, that is time, work and time, speed, distance, because that involves concept from that. And at last, geometry mensuration is one chapter that will be dealt with. Some sort of here have seen as many as 3-4 questions asked from geometry mensuration. I am talking about year 2011-12 when first inception was there for the CSAT in the curriculum. Getting or not getting? But afterward what happens? Only single question is coming, or somewhere down the line no question is coming, or somewhere down the line 1 question is coming, 2 question is coming, drips and drabs this scenario flows on. So I think every component of quantitative aptitude is well discussed over here, alright, and we are going to start with one component of number system in this very class just short while from now. I think not more than 5 minutes away, that is from here onward. So now we are going to discuss a chapter that is logical reasoning, that is often visualized by all the students like it is easy going, easy flowing in mind, and you can be easily getting forward with the chapters like what? Like Venn diagram. Have you ever listened about this? Then what is that? Syllogism is there. Okay. Coding, decoding is there. Then what are the other areas like direction sense is there. Okay. Series is there. All right. Clocks and calendars. Have you listened about these chapters? Calendars. Then you have got many other chapters like water image, mirror image, all these are verbal ability part. This I have already just discussed in a flow chart in the previous scenario. And what was that? One online session was there. That was the overview of the class that we are going to have. So I have discussed all the components. Approximately 21 chapters are there in this very scenario. So there are other miscellaneous areas like non-verbal reasoning. What you told right now? SICI, na? Sorry, you told about what? Water image, mirror image, yes. Water image, mirror image, then you know what are the areas like series of the figures also. 2018, 19, 20 saw some questions where the figures were being given, 4 figures were given and you have to find the 5th figure. That was a series one. And after that, what are the other areas? Cubes and dice, yes, cubes and dice. No, seating arrangement is other portion. Seating arrangement is not in non-verbal reasoning. Likewise, these all come in verbal reasoning. Overall to say, see, there are many sort of components when you go to book like basic numeracy, this, that, everything like that. Just simply take it as quantitative aptitude, reasoning portion and this reading comprehension. In reasoning section, one part is there that is analytical reasoning. That also comes here. Analytical reasoning. You know the questions like how many squares are there in a chessboard? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up till 8 square is equal to 204 is the answer. We will be discussing in that very class. All those type of questions come in this very area, that is analytical reasoning. How many triangles are there in this embedded figure? How many rectangles are there? These type. So this is the overall scenario in LR. Now you will be asking, sir, if you told us previously that LR questions were difficult to comprehend. One portion is there, puzzle. Puzzle do come with seating arrangement, blood relation, all right, and what? One more chapter like ranking. Yes, this is very important. Getting or not getting? Puzzle area is very important. So in some year what happened? 15 to 20 questions were asked. But what was the scenario? The main questions, main number of questions came from puzzle area. And the puzzle questions were tricky. Because you can understand once you are going to the puzzle section, one sort of puzzle is there. If you have solved sufficient number of puzzles, I mean to say practicing. So what is happening? You are main acquainted with the what exactly the problem is and you can just handle it or not, you can just understand. But the scenario comes like when you are going to that very puzzle, you have invested 2 minutes time reading, 2 minutes time thinking, and then you are just going to get that you are not comprehending it properly. 4 minutes have already passed. Then next 2-3 minutes have already been will be passing on, and you will not be realizing that 7 minutes have already passed. So what is happening? These are given to just distract you. But even I should not say as a faculty that puzzle questions are not easy also. They are easy also. So what happens in puzzle area? Different pattern questions are there. All right. Suppose there are 5 different patterns. Questions, all right. So if you have solved sufficient number of questions, if you have practiced sufficient number of questions from these areas, then the thing is there. Then there will be no looking back. You have perceived the question, you have to attempt or not attempt. Okay? Now we are going to discuss some sort of scenario that is very tricky to understand in one go. And what is that? Questions do come in combination with 2-3 chapters. In a single question, you will be understanding that concept of 2-3 sections have been there. All right, all right. So what is that inclusion? Yes, in the next section I am discussing 2 minutes. So what is the inclusion purpose? Main heading is inclusion. What I am trying to say, you will find questions like involving the concept of number system and this what? Permutation combination. Very easily you can be finding. You can be finding concept of percentage plus permutation combination. Have you ever understood this very fact? That this number system area, one area can be connected to this calendar portion also. Have you understood? You have seen 2023 question, I think so. you have just said yes, then I can just visualize this very scenario. So what I am trying to say, that do not get into this very notion that sir has written 25 to 30 question, then there might be some sort of question in this very area, what I have marked over here, that covers the concept from some of the component of LR section. Getting or not getting? And in LR section also, some of the question I have visualized over here, that is having the concept of number system. So if number system plus, sorry, I mean to say that quantitative aptitude plus logical reasoning concept are there in a single question. Of course, reading comprehension section I am not talking here. So where we should put that? We cannot put anywhere. I have to deal with this. So I have just given the overall discussion over here already. And now the query that he has raised is the last thing that we are discussing over here, how to attempt that 80 question scenario. Attempting that 80 question scenario and discussion about that in detail is not imperative right now, but I mean to say only one thing. And what is that? You should learn to choose, how to choose wisely. Okay? This is the question paper. If you have attempted the boot camp, there was 15 question set. All questions are good enough, you should try it, you can take it from here also. 15 question scenario is there, or suppose 80 question scenario is there, or suppose you are going to practice some set of question which is involving what, how many questions, like 20 questions, 25 questions, anything like that. So if you have got n number of questions, now these are the question, you have got x minutes of time. Getting? Now, what are your strong areas after preparing well? What are your weak areas after even preparing well from your side? I am talking in all the sections that only you can visualize, your faculty cannot visualize. He can only visualize based on what questions I am just raising over here and the thing you are just giving to me, and the way of interaction, in the way of interaction I can be just knowing that yes, she is strong in RC section, you are strong in quantitative aptitude section, he can be in all the three sections. Getting or not getting? So the scenario is you have to choose wisely. In the first go, you have to choose this question, this question, this question, this question, this question to be done in 60% time. Getting or not getting? 60% time you have taken, but you have chosen it wisely. And all these questions are involving concept that you have just practiced thoroughly. By looking at the question, you have just gone through it very easily. So this is the boot camp area. Okay. So suppose this was the first question. This was the first question. First question? No, this is not the first. This is the first question, figurative question. Getting? Are you seeing? These are puzzles. Puzzle after puzzle, you had got this data interpretation question. Are you seeing it? Then you were having what? DS question. This is DS question. So in 5 questions only, you have got LR question also, you have got data interpretation question, you have got quant question also. Now, in the other part, quantitative aptitude section is there, okay, and at the last there is RC section, alright. So what I mean to say that if you have some sort of a strong areas and you have practiced enough, then I must not tell you, you will visualize yourself which areas to choose. And how many papers I have just thrown away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. I have just turned 7, 8 pages, and in that scenario I have saved my time by practicing hard and visualizing all this sort of concept, which question you have to just attempt first, which question you have to attempt in the rest 30% of time. Suppose you have attempted this, you have attempted this, you have attempted this. Now while attempting all the rest question in the 10% time, if that is there, you are getting this as 2 option, last two option, suppose. And you are going to just get through like, I have to make it only because I have got this very time left, or you are not very much sure. So all these have gone very much easily for you all, and all these have shown you a path where you are going to maximize your score. So there is no need to attempt these very questions. Let that 10% time go dry, and in that very dry zone, what you can do, visualize all these sort of questions again and see and check. By investing 10-second time every question, yes, we have just solved everything correctly, all the options are correct. So revision process is also very much important. This is the scenario, whether it is 80 question scenario or anything like that. If you are understanding that no, all the questions of reading comprehension are going to be easy or moderate level, you are completely wrong. All the questions of quant is going to be easy, so you have to attempt all the 40 questions, you are wrong. All the question of LR will be moderate to difficult, I have not to attempt, you are wrong. There will be spur of easy question, medium level question, difficult level question, so you have to choose on wisely. Now, the main scenario, that the only last scenario that I will be discussing is RC section. All right. Regarding RC section, I must tell you that in RC, what is happening, the year 2017 showed a way where n number of passages and approximately n number of questions were there. 2017 was the break point. Before that, what happens, 2 question, 3 question scenario was there in a single passage. Now the passage size have gone less and the questions were slowly and slowly converting itself into what? Verbal ability section. What I mean to say, if some sort of scenario is there and based on that you have been asked what is the exact critical points of this very passage, what is the option that is summarizing all the things that have been given in this very passage, and what can be the inference. Okay, that sort of question, inference related question, is very much common that you can easily understand, and one is direct inference and one is what? Indirect, that is also one is rational inference. All right. So along with that, you must note what are facts, what are inference, what are judgment statements, and you will have to practice a lot in this very area. And as far as the guidance is concerned, the guidance from the faculty side will give you the way in which you have to proceed in this very section, and enough practicing will be done in the class, and what will be happening in the class alone, that has already been given in the overview. So now we are going towards the main section. All the 3 sections will be taken care of. Okay. So now, shall I just go ahead with the section? Now, I must inquire one thing from all of you. Have you ever attempted aptitude question before? I'm just asking one simple question. I must tell you that I have got an opportunity to touch the life of all these people. So I must do it in a good way. So I'm just simply interacting. Have you ever attempted any sort of aptitude examination questions before? I am asking. Have you attempted what? NTSE in 10th or what? After 10th you have attempted recently. What is the scenario?
Recently is Prelims 2023. However, before that NTSE, GSTSE school Olympiads, and then there was common law admission test.
So what is your overall assessment regarding QA, LR and RC section with respect to your own capability of handling it?
So good at RC and QA.
Yes.
Bad at we're good at RC and LR, bad at QA. However, if I practice it enough, then it strikes.
That is the main spirit. Now, what about you, sir? Maths. You are graduate, or you are going to attempt 2024? Okay. So you have to just practice a little bit in RC section and LR section also. What about you, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. What is your name, ma'am?
Rashmi.
Okay. Please tell about something.
So I gave the 2023 session, it's 2023 attempt.
Huh.
And so it happens usually that you have your bad days and good days.
Huh.
So I only went to the exam for taking care of my RC session. I did not practice the call, and yeah, I could not do that properly.
Options are very common,
Regarding options, he just made a point and I forgot to tell you. Options were pretty simple in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 likewise. Only the incorporation of a portion like DS. DS is a section where you are getting what? Data sufficiency. You are getting a question and then set of statements, and options will be either one of the statement alone is going to tell you the answer, either you have to go with both the options and both the statements, and one option will be even after combining both the statement you are not going to. So what is the thing? One question is there and one more question is there, sub questions are there. You have to just handle that. You have not to solve exactly what is the age of Ram. So you have not to calculate it whether it is 39, 34. You have to just say whether you are able to do yes or no using the statement. Nothing else is there. Getting or not getting? Now, options are coming. Then I must tell you, in even the other section, apart from CSAT, what is the other section? GS section. In GS section also you have seen that in 2023, the options have got trickier. So here also I have already described this in overview class also, overview section also, where options have got trickier in this very year 2023. Very simple to say. Alright. How it has got trickier? I am just telling you a very simple scenario. A question is there or a statement is there. Suppose statements are there. Alright. And this is under set of a statement 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So based on this statement is writing Ram says is this statement is writing Sohan says is this statement is writing like average of Ram, Sohan, and this is less than this number. Getting or not getting? And option A, B, C, D are what? That you have to choose. Only one is correct, okay? 1 and 2 is correct, all are correct, or any two combinations. Getting or not getting? So it has made the thing trickier. Now this is the main area, this is the second area, and this is the third area. So this is where you have to understand that understanding part is most necessary here. The basic must be clear. If you are thinking like going with short tricks and short ways are there that will lead you to success, I am just telling you that 2023 year is the eye opener for all persons. I am telling one more thing, the aptitudes, having this sort of aptitude is very much necessary becoming an IAS officer, and if this is the scenario, then the importance must be perceived in eyes of all the students, must be perceived in minds of all the students, and you have to perceive it and you have to start early. You have not to think like appearing in some sort of mocks in the time like February, March, getting or not getting, 5-6 mocks are there, oh I have just done enough question. That is not sufficient. First of all, you are giving any sort of paper, suppose in n hour, n minutes time you have just been given for that very paper, then you have to understand that you have to just invest 3 times that very scenario, that very time scenario in order to assess all the questions in your own manner. He will be assessing one question in and doing it in 3-4 different ways and will be doing in 10 minutes time, but you might be taking only 2 minute time in deciphering all those sort of things likewise. So investing time in assessing the thing, investing time in assessing the answers, the options, the main method by which you should be attempting the question. Even in RC question, if you have just attempted the RC question and the answer is option B, and you have just thought at that very time that option B and C are very much close, but out of that I have chosen what? B, and the answer scenario is what? B only. But in the answer explanation that you have just received from the organization or the mock or anything like that, that has given a clear-cut picture regarding B and C. Your answer is correct, but the notion why C is incorrect is not correct. Getting or not getting? You must perceive that very thing. That is called complete assessment of answers of all these explanations of all these sort of questions, and that is the area which you have to improve also along with this. I think I have just given enough. So today I am starting with one topic of quant, and tomorrow will be a topic from logical reasoning, and there are people here. I will be just asking you all, I know you can just write it here. Are you understanding each and every sort of it? Suppose Sapna is there, Ratnesh is there, Nandini is there, Raja is there, all right. Are you all understanding the way I have just described all these things? All right. So now this is the main class. So please pay attention to this very scenario. And today we are going to discuss a portion that is remainder. All right. And please see what I am going to do and see how the things are related to your life, the way you have attempted questions previously, like the girl has spoken that she has just attempted several examinations and aptitude questions, all the questions from all the areas like quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and data interpretation that you have, and reading comprehension that you have just told. So what are the scenarios over here? If the chapter is starting, this is a crude class, so pay attention in that very manner. Every class will be having this sort of principle from my side. So what is that? Please understand. In quant section, we are going to deal with one portion, and what is that? Remainders. What will be the main scenario of the class? Suppose this is 45-minute to 1 hour class. We are going to take only one topic, single topic, complete concept. I mean to say complete concept, apart from this ocean of knowledge that I am going to give to you. Only the knowledge that is being imparted over here and extension of that you are going to apply in even new type of question if that is framed from the UPSC side in the remainder portion. What I mean to say, if I am going to selectively tell about this very topic over here in this very one topic class, that is about remainders, then each and every sort of concept will be done over here. All sort of questions that have been asked previous year examination and the scenario wise new type of questions that will be discussed. So first part will be what? Concept building, all right? And then what will happen? Examples, and embedded with that will be what? PYQs, all right? And finally, some sort of futuristic questions, futuristic principles will be given. Why? Because those have never been asked from 2011 to 2023, but might appear in the subsequent coming examination. How I am going to just decipher that very thing, that wholly depends on me, my visualization about this very chapter, that might lead you to some sort of unexpected area that might be handled by UPSC in the coming years, but the topic remaining same. So one topic at a time, everything will be discussed, and this is the main part. So shall I start the class? What you know about remainders, please tell me. I am just interacting with you all.
Sir, when a number is not exactly divisible by another number, so when we divide?
So if I say that this number is divided by this divisor, this is called divisor, am I correct? This is called what? A number. This is called dividend, yes. And this will be what? Quotient, am I correct? And this will be what? Remainder. So everyone know that n is equal to d into q plus r. You will be saying, sir, आप क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं? ये तो बहुत simple चीज है. Yes, ये simple चीज है. But you just see here. We are starting with this. We will be discussing very, very vital points, and you will be understanding how the things are very much interrelated. The way the chapter flows from here onward, that you are going to get the scenario, the way in which the other classes will also be done. And I am talking about only simple phenomena, that is all the concept regarding remainders, all right. So a number is divided by divisor, and this number is known as dividend, and this is the quotient and this is the remainder. So first of all, I have just written this concept. This is, I think, understood by every one of you. So 2 to the power 10, suppose this is divisible by 2 completely. Am I correct or not? So the remainder will be 0. Have you understood this? This is a simple example based on this scenario I have just given. So 2 to the power 10 can be written as what? This divisor into this quotient plus this remainder. The remainder is 0 only when this number is completely divisible. For example, 12 is completely divisible by 2. So the remainder will be 0. 2 6 are 12, and this is 0. If you are dividing 100 by 10, here will be 10, here will be 0, that you eventually understand. If you divide 100.5 by 10, you are getting 0.5 as remainder, 1 by 2 as remainder. That also can be just understood in this very manner. So this is a very simple scenario that I have given. Now based on that, now I am giving you some sort of concept. Please see here. This you already be understanding. If a number is divided by a number, suppose n, divided by x, is giving, suppose it is d, a number n is divided by d, this is the divisor, is giving remainder of d, suppose d. Then the number can be expressed as, will be what? In form of what? Please tell me. This n is divided by d. And what is the remainder? This d, this is suppose r. So we can write n as what? Please tell me. Dx plus r. Very simple. Getting or not getting? I can write this as big R only, no problem. So, इसका example क्या है? Suppose if I say a number 13 when divided by, suppose a number n when divided by 7 gives 6 as remainder. So that n can be expressed as what? 7x plus 6. Are you understanding this first part? If you are understanding, you can write it down. This is the denotion in which we tend to denote the thing. I have divided any number n by this d and the remainder is r. One example is there. If n is divided by 7, it is giving 6 as a remainder, so n will be expressed as what? 7x plus 6. But if I have said this, what are the examples for this square? You can put it here what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting or not getting? So the number can be like what? Please tell me. 7 into 1 plus 6, कितना होता है? 13. 7 into 2 plus 6, what is the 14 plus 6, 20? Getting or not getting? 26 dot dot. Every number, whenever you are dividing by 7, what is the remainder? 6 is the remainder. You divide it by 7, 6 is the remainder. You divide it by 7, 6 is the remainder. So this is a way to denote n. So if you have divided n by 7, 6 is the remainder, the number will be denoted like this, 7x plus 6, the same thing I have written over there. इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, एकदम सिंपल चीज है. If a number is divided by some divisor and remainder is r, then that number will be expressed in terms of what? That divisor into x, suppose x can be any number, quotient can be anything, plus remainder. Alright? Now the second point. Second point, here the scenario is same. What is this? Here. This I will not be rubbing it out because everything is being shown over here. Alright? So what is the scenario? Please tell me. मैं इसका example यहाँ पे दिया. Suppose एक और example देता हूँ. You divide 13 by 2 and what is the remainder? 1 is the remainder, here it's 6. Alright. So can I say that this n or this dividend minus this remainder or this n minus this r is completely divisible by d? Please tell me. So division principle simply says that if this is the number and 13 minus 1 is there, if you are writing this 13 as what? Please tell me. 2 into 6 plus 1. So if you have subtracted this 1 from this 13, then what happens? It is completely divisible by 2. Am I correct or not? So we can write down that in this very scenario, n minus r is a multiple of what? D. Getting? For example, when 13 divided by 2, it gives 6 as quotient and 1 as remainder. So we can tell that 13 minus 1 or 12 is completely divisible by what? 2. That is the divisor. Am I correct or not? It is a very simple scenario. Two scenarios, very simple, I have just told you here. Have you understood it completely? Have you understood? If I ask one question from you, please understand. If I ask that what is the biggest 3-digit number which when divided by 10 gives 2 as a remainder, please write down a question. Biggest, largest, 3-digit I said na, or 2-digit? 3-digit number when divided by what? 10 gives what? 2 as remainder. So suppose this question has come you and this simple question cannot come. Suppose if it is being saying what is the third largest 3-digit number or what is second 3-digit largest such number or what is the nth 3-digit largest such number, anything can be asked. So what is the basic thing? If you have understood it completely, then this question can well be made. So point 1, point 2 understood? This is the simple notification, like what? If you are dividing some number by 7, 6 is the remainder, so that number will be what? 7x plus 6. Likewise the number will be given. X is what? Any natural number. And here is what? This very number minus this remainder is divisible by what? D. This minus this is divisible by D. And you know n minus r will be equal to what? N minus r will be equal to this q into D. So 13 minus 1 is equal to 2 into 6. Very easy. Getting? So these 2 points I have given, and this is the question. Can I rub this point and that point? The middle part will be there only. Okay? So all these things you eventually know. But what is the scenario? You are writing down this in one component here, in one fair portion. So everyone, whether online or offline guys are here, I would request you all, online guys, please have a sheet of paper and do the rough work wherever necessary. It is very much needed. If you are here to just see the lecture on, you are not going to get the thing very easily. Why? Because here is a lot of thing that is coming down line, and if 5 to 6 questions have been asked core from this remainder theorem areas, then you will have to comprehend things in a fast manner. Please understand. So have you just made that very question? All right. So can you please tell me the answer? Yes. So you have just understood that this very number will be in the form of what? Please tell me. 10x plus 2. This is the first principle. Getting or not getting? That I have just rubbed it here. So number will be in the form, when you divide that very number by what? X, sorry, by 10, x is going to be quotient and 2 is the remainder. So I can write here, this is the 3-digit largest number, which when divided by 10, this is x and this is the remainder, that is 2. Very simple. So number is in the form of this. So what you are going to see? You are going to do only one thing. And what is that? Application of second one. This is the first one and the second one application is here. Please see. Largest 3-digit number is 999. Am I correct? When you divide it by 10, you see what exactly is the remainder. So 10 9 ja 90 and here is 99. So 10 9 ja 90. So here is 9. So we can say what? Please tell me. 999 minus this 9 is equal to 990 is well divisible by 10. Am I correct or not? Are you all seeing it? Are you all understanding it or not? Very simple. So 900 and what? 90 is such number which is completely divisible by what? 10. And 990 is the largest 3-digit possible number that is divisible by 10. But what is the question saying? It has to seek a remainder of 2 also along with this. So if it has to seek a remainder of 2, then just do simple plus 2. Any number that is divisible by some number, you just add some number, that will be the remainder. Getting or not getting? So if 12 is completely divisible by 6, so you can say 13 will give 1 as a remainder, 14 will give 2 as a remainder, 15 will give 3 as a remainder. Ma'am, have you understood? Very simply, I am revising it out. See here. This is the largest 3-digit number. Wherever you find difficulty in comprehending and understanding thing, please उसी समय टोको and I will be just saying it again. सेकेंड बार भी नहीं हो रहा है, थर्ड बार मैं बताऊंगा, फोर्थ बार मत पूछना, ठीक है? ऑल राइट. सो ये 3-digit नंबर है लार्जेस्ट. ऑल राइट. एंड आई हैव डिवाइडेड दिस बाय that 10 because you had to divide that by 10 and the remainder should be 2. I am not going to remainder part right now. I have simply divided and I'm going to see what exactly is the scenario. So the thing is what? 10 into 9, this is going to be the, 10 into this 99 is going to be the scenario, and what is that? Exactly this minus this is equal to this into this that you have already understood in the previous form. फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, 10 into 99 कैसे आया? 999 minus 9 आया. Am I correct or not? So 999 minus 9 is going to be such number which is divisible by this 10. And if in that, this very number, if I am going to add plus 2 because it is remainder, so this is the answer. But my question is, if I have asked subsequently, what is the second such largest number? What is the third such largest number? So what will be the answer? You have to divide, yes, please tell me. Yes, you have to just divide that by 10. So everywhere gap of 10 will be maintained. So one number is what? 992 is the answer of this question. Am I correct or not? Everyone seeing? So 982 will be second such number, 972 will be third such number, because you have simply subtracted 10 from this very number which is already giving 2 as remainder. So of course this minus 10, this minus 20, this minus 30, everything will be giving 2 as a remainder. Am I correct or not? So if UPSC is going to ask that what is the 10th such largest number, so you can easily do here, okay? Understand or not? So you can just easily just deducting what? Minus 90. So you will be getting 212. I think 212 will be the 10th. No, 902 will be there. 902 will be there. You will have to just reduce 90. You have, if you are doing minus 90, no, this becomes 902 only. Getting or not getting? So this is the scenario. Okay. Two things I have just simply described, an example you have just seen here of CSAT type. Okay. Now we are going to the third one. Shall I go? Shall I rub it out? Have you all made it up? Have you just copied it? Have you just understood? Wherever you are facing difficulty, you can just straightforward tell me, and I will be just telling you what to do, what not to do. Now, what is the other scenario? Please understand. If 13 is divided by 6, what is the remainder? Please tell me. 1 as the remainder. So if I ask less than 13, what is the number that is completely divisible by 6? 6x. And greater than 13, what is the number that is going to be completely divisible by 6? Getting or not getting? Understand this example. This is the third one. Very simple. I am just telling you what is the number below 13 and after 13 that is completely divisible by 6. So before 13, what you are going to do? Please tell me. 13 minus 1 is that very number. Am I correct or not? It is 12. So 12 is completely divisible by 6. Am I correct, ma'am? Now, if it is 12, so I can simply say that 12 plus 6 is the another number that will be divisible by 6. Very simple, because you add 6 to any number, you are going to get it very easily. Have you understood this? I am again telling you. Suppose if I have divided 13 by 6 and 1 is the remainder, this is 2. And it is being asked, see, this is a very small number, and if you are going to get like largest 3-digit number or anything like that, this is the miniature format in that. Please understand. I have asked that below 13 and after 13, what is the number that is completely divisible by 6 divisor? So you said what? Sir, 6 into 2 is the first number, this 6 into 2, am I correct? And you will be saying 6 into 3 is that very number, greater than 13, that will be completely divisible, very simple. So that is what I was telling in another manner. This 13 minus 1, that is what? 12 is the number just below 13 that is completely divisible, and this 12 plus 16, I mean to say 6 into 3 is going to be, that is the number. So can you please understand? Have you understood this very part? Can you please write down one thing, that if you are, please write down, if you divide n by divisor d, okay, and q is the quotient and r is the remainder, then n into, sorry, what is the divisor here? D, na? Yes, d into q and d into q plus 1. Am I correct? This is a number less than n that is completely divisible by what? D. And this is a number greater than n that is completely divisible by d. This is what has been discussed in this very scenario. Getting or not? After writing this, just write down this very example. Only this is the fact. Nothing else is there. I am telling you, every single thing is going to have its own set of importance as far as the further set of questions are concerned. And if I am going a bit fast, you can straightforward tell, sir, I am able to connect with you. Very good morning, Nandita ji. And if you have any sort of query, you can raise it on here in the chat box. I am here to solve it out. My name is Amritam. So this very portion, have you noted it down? And here is the example. Very simple to say, if you are dividing 13 by 6, this is going to be the scenario. Have you written it? This is the main thing and this is the example. I will say for the last time, explain for the last time what exactly it is, because this is a simple thing and I have already described 2 times. Listen to me very carefully, ma'am. Understand. If you are dividing n by d, it means 13 by 6. Okay? 13 by 6, q is the quotient, r is the remainder. 2 is the quotient and r is the remainder. 1 is the remainder. This is r, this is what q, and this is what d, and this is what n. Am I correct? I simply said that below n, you have got d into 2 as a number that is completely divisible by d, and after n you have got d into q plus 1 as a number that is completely divisible by what? 6. It does mean that 6 into 2 is going to be a number that is below 13 or equal to 13 if it is 0 here. So that will be completely divisible. And 6 into 3, I mean to say 2 plus 1, see here, 2 plus 1. Getting or not getting? This is what? This is, please tell me, 6, this is 2 plus 1, this is what, 6, this is 2, here it is 12, here it is what? 12 plus 6, it means 18. So this is greater than what? N is what here? Please tell me, 13, and this is below 13. Am I correct or not? So based on that, can you just make one question that is of CSAT level? Please write down a question. Find the difference between the largest, largest 2-digit number and the smallest 3-digit number, which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. Give 2 as a remainder. This question well can be answered in 2-second time also, but you just understand what exactly this is. Find both the numbers and take out the difference and please tell me what exactly it will be. If you have got the answer, all the online students, could you again teach type 3? Yes, I will. First try to solve it, or for you especially I am telling you. Tirupati Raja, I am telling this to you again. If you have divided 13 by what? 6. 13 by 6 here. 13 by 6, you are getting 1 as remainder. It does mean that 13 minus 1 is a number less than 13. That is divisible by 6, and 13 minus 1 plus 6, I mean to say 6 into 3, is going to be a number 18 after what? 13, that is exactly divisible by 6. So one is 6 into 2 below 13 and one is 6 into 3. That is what I have written here, 6 into 2 and 6 into 3, less than n and greater than n, and the respective question have been given here. And what is the answer, anyone? My goodness, no, or maybe not.
Please repeat the question.
Largest 2-digit and the smallest 3-digit number, which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. 15, pakka? Chalo, ho sakta hai. Ma'am, have you understood the question? Largest 2-digit number is what? 99. Yes. Smallest 3-digit number is what? 100. Okay. Now you can make this question. So what is the answer? 6 is the answer. Ma'am, your answer? You have not still got? You will be seeing. What is the answer exactly, ma'am?
I don't remember the answer.
Largest 2-digit number. कैसे निकलेगा? 99 you divide it by 6. Remainder is 2. Remainder should be 2. So 99 when you divide by 6, you are going to subtract that very remainder, or simply 6 into 16 plus 2, it means 98 is first such number.
98.
And then 104 is the second number. I am just telling you, so the difference will always be 6. Whenever this type of question is being said, then you must understand both the number when divided by 6 giving 2 as a remainder. So the difference is that divisor itself, 6. Getting or not getting? Just understand the scenario here. हम अच्छे से समझा रहे हैं. Have you noted it down? Shall I wrap it out? Raja, have you understood? Please tell me. Have you understood this third one? Please tell fast. Okay. So my question is very simple. What is the difference between what? 2-digit number, largest number, and 3-digit smallest number, which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. So below 99 or equal to 99, we can say the number will be in the form what? Please tell me. 6x plus 2 hoga ki nahi hoga? Am I correct or not? The number is in this very form. And after 99, sorry, this is after 99, because after 99 you are going to get 3-digit number, 3 such digit number. Am I correct, ma'am? Are you understanding? Please see it here now. This is a blank space completely. This is a blank space completely. You please sit here. You please come down here. Yeah, आप इधर आ जाओ. No problem. Is it correct? Okay. Now I am saying below or equal to what? 99, that will be the largest 2-digit number, and that will be in the form 6x plus 2, because it has to be divisible by what? 6 and then giving 2 as a remainder. Very simple. 2 as a remainder when divided by 6, so 6x plus 2, very simple. This was being told in the first scenario only. I have just started from the beginning point in this very area. I am just telling you, whether it is your dad, whether it is your relative, whether it is anyone else who have not seen mathematics after 10th, they can easily understand and comprehend each and every sort of point that I am making here. I said difference between largest 2-digit and smallest 3-digit number. All know that largest 2-digit number is 99. So below 99 or equal to 99 also it can be. You have to find the largest 2-digit number which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. So 6x plus 2 is that format. Very simple. In the first go we have understood this very part. And this very number is also in the form what? 6x1 plus 2. Am I correct or not? After that also I said you to find the number which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. Am I correct? Am I correct, ma'am? Here also when you divide the number by 6 give 2 as a remainder. Here also you when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. So only thing to comprehend is what? This x and this x1. Nothing else is there. We will be doing it here. Please understand. I have taken 99, divided it by 6, and you are getting 6 1 just 6. This is 3 9, 6 16. This is 36. So 3 is the remainder. So you can eventually tell, sir, 6 into 16 is first such number which is divisible by 6. Am I correct or not? So 6 into 16 plus 2 is first such number. What is that? 96 plus 2, 98 is the first number which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. Am I correct or not? समझ में आया? इसमें से इसको माइनस किए 96 is completely divisible, but मुझे दो रिमाइंडर लाना है. I have to get 2 as a remainder. So 99 minus 3 plus 6. This is what? This can be told as 99 minus 3 plus 2. Am I correct or not? Not plus 6 plus 2. Because 99 minus 3 is a number which is completely divisible by 6. We have to get 2 as remainder. So this is going to be 96 is the is the last number. 96 is the last number below 100 that is divisible by what? 6. 6 का table पढ़ो ना. 6 10 जा 60, then 66, then 72, then 78, then 90, 90, then 96. Am I correct or not? Getting or not getting? Up till 96, these all are what? Multiple. I am just describing the table form of 6. So 96 is such number, how it has come? 6 into 16, or 99 minus 3 is 96. So 96 plus 3 is, 96 plus 2 is one such number, and what is that? 98. Have you understood this completely? So 98 is going to be 2-digit largest number which when divided by 6 giving 2 as a remainder. And now this is the scenario. Please tell me, will it be or not 6 into 16? Yahan tha na, I said na, plus 1 plus 2. In the previous third format, I just told you that if n is divided by divisor, this is the quotient, this is the remainder. So d into q is a number that is divisible by d, and d into q plus 1 is also a number that is divisible by d. Very simple. That's why I have said 6 into 16 and 6 into 17. Am I correct or not? So 6 into 16 plus 1 this is, and 6 into 17 plus 2, what exactly will be the number? Please tell me. Please tell me. 98 plus 6, that is 104. 104 is the number which when divided by 6 give 2 as a remainder. I am telling you, ma'am, understand. When you were just going to recite the table, 90 was there, then 96 was there, 616 ja 96, so 617 will be what? 617 ja will be what? 102. Then 102 you just add this as a remainder, because this is in the question. And when you write it, it is what? It is 104. And when you take down the difference between these two, what is the answer? 6 is the answer. So very tably, you should have understood this very thing in mind, that one number will be 6 into 16 plus 2, another number will be one more quotient. Getting or not getting? 6 into 17 plus 2. And that is why I have written 6 into, please tell me, 16 plus 2, and this is what? 6 into 17 plus 2. So what is the relation between x and x1? What is the relation between 16 and 17? Only 1. So the difference is what? Of the divisor itself, 6. Getting or not getting? So this was the scenario that I simply asked. Now there might be trickier question before you, but if the understanding capability as far as this portion is complete, if remainder are different, suppose this is 4, then you just subtract 4 from this, then this is completely divisible from this. So that number plus the respective remainder will be the answer in that very category. Ma'am, have you understood? Shall I revise it once last time? I simply said you to calculate like 6 16 ja 96, and that is the last number, last 2-digit number that was divisible by 6. And the question was, when divided by 6, what is the remainder? 2 as a remainder. So you will be saying, sir, 96 is completely divisible now. So 96 plus 2 is the answer, 98. 98 when divided by 6, what is the remainder? 2 as a remainder. And what is the next such number? Next such number is plus d. I wrote before, whatever you have copied from here, plus d I wrote. What is the thing? Plus d is what? Divisor is 6 itself. So here and here, what is the difference? Plus 6. So 96 is one number that is completely divisible, and 96 plus 2 क्या होता है? 6 into 17 जा, 6 17 जा, क्या होता है? 102. 102 is such number, but it has to give remainder 2, so 102 plus 2. It has to give remainder 2, so 96 plus 2. You have done it 98, you have done it 104, and the difference is what? 6. If it is being asked, see here, if it is being asked, what is the difference between second such number and third such number? Are you understanding? Second such number, third such number. So second such number below 99 and third such number after 99. Am I correct? So 3 plus 2 5, 5 6 ja 30, 30 is the answer. Am I correct or not? फिर से समझो मेरी बात. I said just below and just after. It means the divisor difference has got only 1. That is why 6 into 1 is the answer. But if I would have said, what is the difference between second such number? Second such number will be what? 98 minus 6 will be what? 92. Very simple. Tell me. Am I correct? And what is the third such number? Third such number, it means this plus 6 plus 6. second such number is 110, and third such number is what? 104 plus 12 is equal to 116. Now 116 minus this is equal to what? 16 उधर गया, 8 इधर गया, 16 plus 8 क्या होता है? 24 होता है. Getting or not getting? 6 4 जा 24 आया. What I am saying, after this and before this, this is the second number, this is gap of 6, this is gap of 6, this is gap of 6, this is gap of 6. 5 into 6 will not be the answer. Here 4 into 6 will be the answer. You will have to calculate gap. Gap is what? Between this and this, 6 was the gap. Here is 6 ka gap. Here is 6 ka gap. You have gone to the third number. Getting or not getting? And here is again 6 ka gap. So how many gaps are there? 6, 6, 6, 6. Very simple. 4 gaps. 4 into 6, 24 is going to be the answer. So understanding part is very much necessary. Getting or not getting? So this was a very simple question, and in only 2-3 second time you could have said 6 is the answer, and I hope you will be just getting along with this and practicing some question in this very regard, and then you will be understanding it perfectly. Now we are going to other parts. Shall I rub it out? Have you written it?
I want to write last part in this.
Yeah?
I want to write the last part in this.
Last part this.
No, 6 plus 6.
Oh, this plus 6. I said, what is the difference between...
I understood, sir. I want to write.
Okay, okay, please write. Understanding, ma'am, completely. Very simple thing.
Actually did maths after a very long time.
But these are very simple scenarios.
So it
Huh,
takes
huh.
time for you to process it.
For me to process it, for you,
Not
for,
for you, for me, of course.
so please go to home and
I have
understand.
to review the video again.
If you the video again, and what I mean to say, have you written? What I mean to say, if I have taught here and you have not invested an amount of time in what? Eating momos, doing this, that, anything like that, you are spending time here and there. No, not like that. If you are just devoting time revising it right now, sometime afterward only, this day only, the thing will be crystal clear in your mind. If you are going to revise it 3 days afterward, that is not going to be that much clear. What I am trying to say, that will become interesting for you this very day only, and then you will be just imperatively getting on along with what? Some examples in that very arena from book or from the practice material, and then you will be going through very easily. These all are very easy things that I was just discussing with you all. Just the division principle. Everyone know n divided by divisor, q is the quotient, r is the remainder. But these sort of applicative things, these simple things, I told now there are many sort of icebergs in this vast ocean. You have to touch them. You have to just link them upon. Then only you can have the view of wide ocean. Very simple. Very simple. Getting or not getting? Shall I rub it out now? Okay.
Do we need to learn tables?
Huh?
Do we need to learn tables, squares, cubes? We need to learn it.
I will be just going along with that. Number system has just started. I will be coming to the square, cubes, anything like that. 2017 one question was there. My age 1 year ago was a square of a natural number. My age 1 year from now will be what? Cube of a natural number. What will be after how many years from the present age? The age will again be cube of a natural number. समझ में आया question? मेरा age क्या है? 1 साल पहले square of a natural number. 1 साल बाद cube of a natural number. So you have to find my age. If a logical person is there, always understand, he will always understand that किसी का age 125 से ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है? So UPSC will be asking like 1 का cube, 2 का cube, 3 का cube, 4 का cube, 5 का cube, like that. So this is what? Plus 1 is, suppose 5 का cube, 125. So this number will be what? Present age will be 124, and 1 year back it will be what? 123. 123 is not a square of a natural number. Only number that will be fit is what? 26. 27 is 3 ka square, 3 ka cube, sorry. 1 year from now it is cube of a natural number. So 26 is my present age, 27 is cube of a natural number, and 25 is what? A square of a natural number. And if I am saying after how many years from now, again the cube age will be there. So you said na 1 year afterward you have got 3 ka cube. So after x number of year you will be getting what? 4 ka cube. So the exact answer of this very question CSAT 2017 was what? 4 ka cube, that is 64, minus the present is that I found as what? 26. That is 38 as the answer. He asked me, so I just said a very simple thing. So we will be coming along for all these scenario, and there I will be saying the first thing to memorize. And what is that? Cube of all the natural number till 12, you have to just understand, you have to memorize it. And cube of all the natural number till 20, you have to memorize it completely. What is the cube of 12, you know? Sorry, what is the cube of 12, you know? 1728, you are exactly correct. 12 ka cube 1728, 11 ka cube 1331. What is 2 to the power 10? 1024. He is exactly correct. So all these sort of things you have to understand, you have to memorize, not memorize, understandably it can also be done. 14 square and 13 square. What is the difference? 169, 196. 6996. Reverse it. You have got it. So there are ways to memorize it that you have to decipher yourself, because everyone have got different capability. Very simple. If she is going to mug up this all sort of concept today, it is going to be very much easy for you all to, it is going to be easy for her to comprehend the thing in this very daytime if she is going to just practice it hard afterward. Am I in line? Okay. Now I am giving you a very simple example. And what is that? Very simple example, like see here. 17 divided by 6 I am doing, and I am telling you to find the remainder. You have not to write it. Please tell me the remainder. Please tell me remainder. 6 2 12 ना, 5 is the remainder. बोलो ना आराम से, 5 is the remainder. इसमें कोई न्यूक्लियर साइंस नहीं है. 17 divided by 6, what is the remainder? 6 2 12, and here is the 5. 5 is the remainder. So this is the remainder. Can I write the numerator 17 as 18 minus 1? Can I write it like, suppose not minus, suppose, can I write it like 12 plus 5? Can I write it like 10 plus 7? Can I write it like 8 plus 9? Please tell me, am I correct or not? I am simply telling you. So if I am individually dividing it by 6, dividing by 6, what is the remainder exactly? Please tell me. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. Am I correct or not? Now, divide it individually by what? 6, what is the remainder? Please tell me. This is what? 4 is the remainder, and this is 1 is the remainder. Ma'am, please tell me. Understanding? This is the divisor. 6 se divide karo, 1 is going to be the remainder. 6 1 ja 6, then 1 is the remainder. 6 1 ja 6, then 4 is the remainder. This plus this is equal to what? 5. Here you divide by 6, here you divide by 6. This is the remainder what? 2. This is the remainder what? 3. Yes. So this is going to be 5. Everywhere 5 is there. Getting or not getting? Am I correct or not? Please tell me. Don't write it. Please understand. Now, I am just writing it in another format. I am telling you, everything will appear to be what? Quite easy. But every step has got some sort of sayings in itself. So that is why I am saying you to just wait for a while here. Can I write this 17 by 6 as what? Please tell me. 20 minus 3. Can I say it or not? Can I say it? Can I say it like, no, this is what? 23 minus what? 6. Can I say it like this? Can I? 23 minus 6 is equal to 17. So 17 I am writing it down. Now, can I write it like 50 minus 33? Please tell me. Please tell me. Can I write? 50 minus 33 क्या होता है? 17. All right. Now divide whole by what? This by 6, then this by 6 also, this by 6 also, this by 6, this by 6, this by 6, this by 6. So 17 by 6 is already equal to all of this. Getting or not getting? हाँ अभी सुन रुको तो अभी तो आ ही रहा हूँ उस जगह पे. Getting or not getting? So if you are dividing this 17 by 6, you can write 17 as 12 plus 5, 10 plus 7, 8 plus 9, and you can also write it like was 20 minus 3, 23 minus 6, or 50 minus 33. And as the process has gone on, in the same manner here I am just going to ask from you all. I have said you not to write, you just tell to me what exactly will be the thing. 20 divided by 6, what is the remainder? Please tell me. 2 is the remainder, yes, and minus. 3 when divided by 6, what is the remainder? Tell me. 3 is the remainder, very simple. 3 divided by 6, 3 is the remainder. 4 divided by 6, 4 is the remainder. 5 divided by 6, 5 is the remainder. 2 divided by 6, 2 is the remainder. 1 divided by 6, 1 is the remainder. Can I tell it or not? Can I tell it? Why? Because these all numbers are less than 6. So you have already understood that less than that very divisor can be only what? Remainders. इतना समझ में आ गया होगा कि if you divide any number by 3, what are the options that can be remainder? Either 0 or 1 or 2, nothing else. आप किसी भी नंबर को 10 से डिवाइड करो, 0 to 9, 10 options are there of finding remainders, nothing else. We are on remainder, so we have to understand it completely. So 17 can be written in this format. Please tell me what is the next one. This is going to be -1. Interesting to note, here a negative remainder concept is coming. So there is some sort of concept. Please see what exactly will be here. Please tell me. 23 divided by 6, what is the remainder? 6 3 ja 18 na, 5 is the remainder, 5. And 6 divided by 6, what is the remainder? Please tell me. 0, 0, yes, you are very correct. 5. Now 50 divided by 6, what is the remainder? 6 8 ja what? 48. Then 2 is the remainder. Can I write it? 2, and here it will be what? 3 again. So this and this scenario is exactly same. So you have understood this part, that part, and this part is completely same. But this is the negative remainder. Negative remainder. So negative remainder principle I am writing here, negative remainder, if it comes, simply add divisor to it. Okay, all right. So please understand, यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा, have you understood? I think the online guys are not exactly getting. Why? Because the shadow part is coming over here. What is the thing? Negative remainder, if it comes, simply add divisor to it. This is what the point is. If negative remainder is there, simply add divisor to it. All right? Okay. Now please tell me, if it is the negative integer, then what will be the thing? Please ruko, listen. If this is a negative integer that has come, please say what will be the answer? Add divisor. Am I correct or not, ma'am? Add divisor, and what is the divisor? The number that divides. So what is the number that is dividing? 6. So this plus 6 minus 1 plus 6 क्या होता है जरा बताओ, बोलो जरा. 5. Yes, you are veritably right. 5 is the answer here, 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 5 is the answer here. Now what is there? Mode of presenting this very thing. And what I have said here? The concept of negative remainder. Now the concept of negative remainder is one more thing. Please understand here. If you divide 2 by 3, what is the remainder? Can you please tell me? Please tell me. If you divide 3 by 3, what is the remainder? If you divide 4 by 3, what is the remainder? Can you please tell? Here it is 0. Here it is what? Please tell me 1. And here it can be -1 also. This is the concept of negative remainder. Getting or not getting? Very simple. If you are dividing, example, मैं जो example negative integer, negative remainder का लिखा वो जरूर लिखना बाद में, अभी नहीं. Negative remainder. Examples. Please see here. When 55 is divided by 56, what is the remainder? Please tell me, ma'am. Either 55 or -1. Can I tell it or not? Because 55 is 1 less. So either you write whole 55 or -1. Getting or not getting? See here. In that very manner only I have said that if 3 minus 1 is written here, in the same manner 56 minus 1 is written over here. So 56 minus 1 is there na, so -1 is the remainder. Suppose if I say that 58 is divided by 62, what is the remainder? 63 suppose. What is the remainder? Remainder will be -5. Am I correct or not? Please see, 63 से कितने distance पे 58 है? 58 plus 1 59 plus 1 60 plus 1 61 then plus 1 62 then plus 1 63. 58 plus 5 is equal to 63. So I can write eventually as what? 58 is the remainder. I can also write -5 as a remainder, because you have known the principle. Whenever negative remainder is there, just add divisor to it. So when you add -50, -5 and 63, this will be the result. Am I correct or not? And if you add -1 and 56, this will be the result. That is the answer exactly. So this is the concept of negative remainder. Have you understood? Negative remainder have come from here onward. This is the main principle. A negative integer, what is the thing? You have to add divisor to it. Please write it down veritably and in a quick manner, please write it down. And if you have any doubt, you can just, first of all, while writing only, you can understand yourself and then ask to me. I am here only to solve each and every sort of doubt, and in this very vast ocean, I have already told you the way you have to proceed further. You have not to tell yourself that this is quite a easy thing, because UPSC's question setters are strong enough to give any sort of thing. Have you written it?
So why is UPSC just raising the level of the CSAT paper? They can raise the level of GS. Is it necessary to raise the level of GS?
So, are you understanding one thing, that 2022 was not that difficult, 2021 was difficult, 2019 was difficult, 2018 was not difficult, 2017 was super difficult.
Many students of GS who are they are good in GS but they failed in CSAT.
After 28th of May, I am saying it on record. I have seen many students, I have taught many students from many colleges of Delhi, many colleges of other part of India also. I have visited 1 to 2 places other than this very place also. I am just telling you on record here, I have trained them, and they were sitting in my class again to just understand the portion of CSAT that they just discussed 1 year back. This was the scenario. They said that I have got the number in GS section, but I have not got number in CSAT section. Of course, the version is like 2 number se chhoot gaya, 3 number se chhoot gaya, likewise, but all were in the same ground. The exact number you can just be getting in what, February now? I am correct?
Yes.
But the current visualization is that I have seen many a student failing in this very examination, but passing easily in that GS section. That is the scenario. So now you are asking me to go into the mind of UPSC, that I cannot do, but I am just telling you only one thing, that pattern and this difficulty level pattern will keep on changing. You might be getting very easy paper in 2024, you might also be getting a bit more difficult or in the same line with this very paper. You have to be prepared enough. I am already telling you, she is strong in RC, I am just telling her to just invest time in this very area. That is imperative enough. Why? Because if 40 questions are there and suppose 8 questions, 20% questions have come that are setters, only 8-minute time you have to invest and you can get through it very easily. If she is very easy going in comprehending questions like this is easy level, this is moderate level, this is difficult level question, she is very comprehensive enough in this very regard. If she has made herself very much acquainted in this very regard by practicing lots and lot of question papers, mocks, everything like that, then she will be doing that 8 question of quant, 8 question from LR, all the 25 question of what English reading comprehension, she will be utilizing 2 hour time perfectly. Are you understanding, ma'am? Understanding? Now, if she is going to mug up this all areas, of course, after those 8 sitter questions, 10, 20 more questions she can easily attempt. That is what I am telling. 10 questions will be there out of 40 that you have not to attempt. Another 10 will be there that you have not to attempt in what? First go. You have to attempt them in second go, because for many, I am telling you, there are frankly 1 to 2 questions that all the sites that you are having, or many portions that you have already just been discovering on YouTube and anything like that, the exact answer of that CSAT quant or logical reasoning problem is still not there with you all. This is the big scenario of CSAT 2023. I am telling about one question, you would be going and just seeing the answers. One question was asked, 400 by 220 is a rectangle, and you have to just floor it by tiling, and tile is what? Of size 140 by 60 centimeter. This was the question, how many such tiles will be used? Answer is 9. Everywhere you will be seeing a flurry of thing like 8 tiles, and even if 9 tiles is coming, you just see the explanation, you will not be finding one, exact one anywhere. That is the craze of UPSC right now. The question setter have set such a tricky question that should not have been given, and that you should just straightforward see and let it go. No need to invest 4 minute, 5 minute time in that. Even after that, and if you are thinking like 400 into 220 divided by 140 into 60, answer will be coming no. Questions are trickier this very year, so you have to be strong enough here. So I am just straightforward going to remainder principle and will be telling you that. Have you all understood this? Please understand the remainder theorem. Write it down. This is the very important part of the class. And
Can you make this example and then explain the example to make this right?
explain.
This one example.
55 by 56? Yes, I am just doing it. Shall I rub it? I will be doing it. For the understanding part only, I have just written here. Coming down to it shortly from now onward, please write down remainder theorem. Please write it down. So the thing is P into Q into R dot 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 dot. If anything in the multiplication format is there and it is divided by X, what is the remainder? Individually divided. And the process gets on repeating till final remainder is less than X. Getting or not getting? Because if something is divided by X, of course less than X will be the remainder. Have you understood this? Have you understood this? Please tell me, have you written this? Tell me something. Have you written? So now please tell me. Example. 58 into 59 when divided by 57, what is the remainder? Using this very process. 58 into 59 into 60 when divided by 57, what is the remainder? Using this very principle. And 55 into 56 dot dot up till 60 when divided by 59, what is the remainder? These are the three things that you have to just tell me. First, second and third example. See here. What is the principle? Principle is pretty simple. In divide every sort of multiplicative format things like individual stuff is what? P, Q, R, multiplication sign is there. Am I correct or not? So when you divide it by X, what is the remainder? Individually divide each and every member by X. So divide it by X, divide Q by X, divide it by X, divide it by X, and so on will be going on. and whatever remainder is coming, you have to multiply it again. Am I correct or not? Again, understood? Please see here, ma'am. What is the end result? Please tell me. When you divide 58 by 57, what is the result? 1. And what is the result here? 2. So answer is 1 into 2. Can't you do it? Answer is 2. Very simple, done. What is the answer over here? Please tell me. Please tell me, ma'am. When you divide 58 by 57, 1 is the remainder. Please tell me. 2 is the remainder. This is 3 is the remainder. Very simple. So 1 into 2 into 3. What is the answer? 1 into 2 into 3. Because remainder sare multiply karne. This is equal to 6. So 6 is the answer. Here is 2 is the answer. Here is 6 is the answer. And C, 2 is less than 57. So it is correct. Process has not to get repeated. This 6 is less than 57. No problem. Process will not get on repeating. Am I correct or not? Now please individually tell me. 55 when divided by 59. What will be the remainder? But first of all, I am telling you. 55 into 56 into 57 into 58 into 59. Am I correct? Into 60. This was the thing. See here very clearly. For my own convenience, I am writing it like this. Sorry, 59 when divided by 59. What is the remainder? I will be asking you afterward. First of all, tell me simple. 60 when divided by 59, what is the remainder? Please tell me. 1, she is telling 1, she is exactly correct. 61 when divided by 59, what is the remainder? 2. 62 when divided by 59, what is the remainder? 3, likewise. And now 59 when divided by 59, what is the remainder? 0 is correct answer, because this is completely divisible, so 0 will be the answer. She is exactly correct. So I am writing here 0. Here it will be what, ma'am? This is 1, this is 0, so here it will be what? Minus 1, here it will be minus 2, here it will be what? Minus 3, here it will be what? Minus 4. Have you understood it or not? Because if you write it like what? 55, it is also correct. 56, it is also correct. 57, it is also correct. 58, it is also correct, because all are what? Less than 59. So that is the remainder. But a simple way of writing this is this very thing. Because using negative remainder concept, you are going to solve hell number of questions. I am telling you. Now the PYQ question will be rolling on, but once we are done with some example. Assessment portion, first negative remainder principle, and second the zero remainder principle. These two things I am assessing. One was the query of, and other is query of mine here with respect to the class. Alright. So have you understood this very part, what I am saying? In this very manner, the negative remainder process follows. Negative remainder, what set follows? Very simple. So you can say 27 is divisible by 3 or 27 is divisible by 9, remainder is 0. 28 divisible by 9, what is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. 29 divisible by 9, divided by what? 9, what is the remainder? 2 is the remainder. 27, 0 diya tha na, so 26 what will be giving? Minus 1. 25 will be giving minus 2 as remainder. This is the principle, the same set of thing I have just done over here. Alright, have you done it correctly? See here, individual division is there. Still up till now, you have not got the process gets on repeated example. But these examples are pretty simple enough to make you understand what exactly will be the answer. So still the answer has to come. What is the answer of this question? Please tell me. What is the final remainder? Final remainder will be what? Individually multiplying all the set of remainders. All the set of remainders. All the set of remainders. What is the answer? She is exactly correct, it is 0. So can you all please understandably say me that sir 59 completely cut raha tha. 59 1 ja 59, remainder gaya, sorry ye gaya. 59 1 ja 59, this is 1. That's why remainder is 0. Can you tell me? But using the principle, I have solved it also. Using the principle, one number was giving 0 as remainder, 0 multiplied by any number will be giving 0 as the answer, and that's the thing. Have you understood it or not? Please write down all these examples, because next set of few examples and PYQ question will be there. In 10-minute class will be over. Alright. This is a very important thing, negative remainder principle. You should be understanding it very clearly. I think this was not visible that part, but I think you have noted it down. Na? P into Q into R dot when divided by X. what is the remainder? So individually divide p by x, q by x and r by x and then so on, and then multiply all the thing. That is going to be the remainder. But the process gets on repeated. That example is still to be coming. Getting or not getting? Written? Shall I rub it out? Please tell me. Done? What is there on the board? Remainder theorem, and the example keeps on flowing. Please say me the answer here. 12 into 13 into 19, understanding? When divided by 7, what is the remainder? Can you please tell me? What is the remainder? Please see here, I am doing with you all. This is the question part. Now what is the first step? Individually divide everyone. So you are going to get me the answer. What is the individual remainder when you divide 12 by 7? 5. Yes, you are correct. So 12 divided by 7, remainder you have got 5. 13 divided by 7, you have got remainder as what? Please tell me. 6 now. 6. And 19 divided by what? 7, you have got remainder as what? Please tell me. Remainder is equal to 5. So I am writing here, it is what? 5, it is what? 6, it is what? 5. Getting or not getting? So now you are going to multiply. This can be written because the process gets on repeating, because if you are going to multiply it, 5 into 6 into 5 will be going to be much greater than 7. But understand, you can also do it like 5 into 6, 30 into 5, or you can write it like 5 5 ja 25 into 6, or you can write it like what? 5 into 5, 25, 6 ja kya hota hai? 150 or 150. Please do not write right now, I will not be liking it. Please see here. Individually you have to multiply each and every of the thing, but I have not done that. I have done in a manner like 5 into 6, 30 and then 5. 5 into 5, 25, then 6, or 5 into 6 into 5 in the same manner. Or I am doing it in another manner. What is your name, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Please see whether I am correct or not. Okay? 19 divided by 7. Can it give minus 2 as remainder? 7 3 ja 21 hota hai. 21 minus 2 is 9. So it is minus 9. Minus 2. Am I correct? 13 when divided by 7, what is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. I am writing it 1. Am I correct or not? Correct na? 12 when divided by 7 give what as remainder? 5 as remainder. Am I correct? It can also be said that minus 2 is the remainder because 14 is completely divisible by 7. Am I correct or not? Then minus 2 is there. See here, 7 2 ja 14, 14 minus 2 is 12, so I can write remainder as minus 2. So here I have done in a different manner. You will be saying, sir, please do it like this. 12 in हम जैसा कहे वैसा करो. चलो, ठीक है? आपके जैसा मैं फिर से करता हूँ. Please tell me. Here I write minus 2, here I write 1, and here I write what? Not minus 2 but plus 5. Am I correct? Chalega na? 7 1 ja 7 plus 5 is there. Now I have written this very product in many sort of ways. Here 30 into 5, again you divide by 7, again you divide by 7, again you divide by 7 and see what is the result. Getting or not getting? Because the process is saying what? Individually divide everything by 7 and give the remainder. Here is what? Individually divide everything and give the remainder and then find the product of that. That is the answer. It is saying. So please tell me. If you divide 30 by 7, what is the answer? Because this is again in this very form. Am I correct or not? This is what the remainder, please tell me 2. This is what the remainder, please tell me minus 2. Or plus 5. Am I correct? Plus 5. Chalega? कैसे भी करो बात बराबर है. Please tell me what is the remainder? 25 divided by 7. Please tell me. 4. What is the remainder here? Minus 1. Am I correct? What is the remainder over here? 7 2 ja 14, 1 0, 3 is the remainder. Am I correct? 3 is the remainder. So please tell me, what is the final remainder? 2 into 5. Again, whatever remainders have come, just multiply that by, and 10 divided by 7, what is the answer? 3 is the answer. Am I correct? First answer has come in this manner. Have you understood? And now, you please tell me, what is the product of these remainders? Please tell me, minus 4. Minus 4 when gets added to divisor, added to plus 7, what is the answer? 3 is the answer. Am I correct or not? Again, here is what 3 is directly the answer. Am I correct? But रुको अभी इधर भी चलना है. एक क्वेश्चन को बहुत प्रोसेस से सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, तो बताओ. Here what is the product? What is your name, ma'am? What is the product? Please tell me. This is plus 4. It is plus 4 coming. How it is possible? Somewhere down the line I have just done mistake. Please tell me where is the mistake? 12 into 13 into 19. What? 13 is the mistake. 13 when divided by, yes, minus 1 is the thing. I am so sorry. Now when you multiply all these remainders, because it is the principle, you have to multiply all the remainders. What is the final answer? Minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2 into minus 2 is equal to minus 4. Minus 4 when gets added to this, what is the answer? Please tell me. 3 is the answer. Am I correct? Correct now? Now the final one, this. Please tell me, multiplication of this. What is happening? 5 2 ja 10, minus 10. Am I correct or not? So minus 10 when divided by 7, this can be written as what? Minus 1 into 10. Am I correct? Am I correct or not? It is correct or not? So sorry, here also the thing is minus 1. Okay? So please tell me. Plus 5 into minus 2 into minus 1 is equal to what? 5 2 ja 10. Exactly 10, because minus into minus plus 1. Getting or not getting? So plus 10. 10 divided by 7, again 3 is the answer. So one question have been just described in different manners. So can we solve now PYQs 3 questions? Bolo.
Minus 1 into minus 2.
Minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to plus 2. Plus 2 into plus 5 is equal to plus 10. Again divided by 7. The process gets on repeating. The process gets on repeating. Here the process gets on repeating. Very simple. Have you understood the phenomena?
Yes.
Now when you write it down, any sort of confusion will again be evaporating. Please write it down, and once again we can discuss if you have some problem. Please write it down first. Is it now audible? I am very sorry. Is it now audible? Okay. Is there any problem here? Please tell me what is the end result. Please tell me fast. Remainder 2 to the power 101 by 3. What is the remainder? Or 46 whole to the power 46 when divided by 9. What is the remainder? ठीक है, 3 questions are there, 3 questions are there, and we are going to discuss it over here. Shall we start? Shall we start? Please see here. This can be written in 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? This you can easily say. How many times? 100 times? Yes, 100 times. When divided by 3, what will be the remainder? Every time minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. How many times? 100 times will be there. Am I correct? So minus 1 into minus 1, how many times? 100 times. What is the end result? Plus 1. Answer. Am I correct? So simple this is. Am I correct or not? Now, this example, what is the end result? 2 into 2 into 2, how many times? 101 times. Am I correct? Now, when it is divided by what? 3. What is the individual remainders? Please tell me. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. How many times? 101 times. And odd number of times if you are multiplying minus 1, minus 1. So, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. Na? Plus 1 into minus 1, odd number of time is what? Minus 1. So, and end result is what? Minus 1. It can never be what? Negative remainder can never be the exact answer. So, what you have to do? Add to the divisor. Whenever negative remainder comes, just denominator जो भी है उसमें add कर दो. Shall I add it? Answer is what? Minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 2 is the answer. Very simple. Now, what is the end result here? Please tell me. Individually divide 9 by this. What is the answer? 1 is the remainder. 9 5 ja 45. 1 is the remainder. Answer is what? 1 to the power 46 is equal to 1 is the answer. किसी को कोई दिक्कत है? Any problem? Yes, please tell me, Tirupati, Ratnesh, you have any problem? I don't think so. Have you noted it down already? Next set of questions that you have to do is 2 to the power 100 when divided by, think very wisely, 5. What is the remainder? Here. And 2 to the power 100 when divided by, understand, 7. What is the remainder? This 2 example we will be doing, and then 3-4 example, that is the past year question, and then the class is over. This 2, can you have a go here in this very question? I am just giving you a hint. Remainder, sorry, this denominator is very important. You are dividing it by 5, and there is some power of 2, that is 2 to the power 2, that is just before 5. So, you will have to convert it in the form of 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 something. You will have to convert it into 8 into 8 into 8 into 8 something. Why? Because 8 is equal to what? 2 to the power 3. Am I correct? So, have you understood these 3 examples? For these 2, I am just giving you 30-second time. You just mug it up, and then we are going with the final answer. अच्छा ठीक है, पहले सब बना लो, पहले सब बना लो, दोनों बना लो, उसके बाद बोलो. One topic, one day, and that will be the principle. Even if I could not complete all the remainder theorem completely, even if 20% is remaining, no problem. We will be starting with it only in the next class. Next class, I mean to say whenever quant appears. Tomorrow is a class of logical reasoning. टॉपिक तुम यहाँ से बताओ कौन सा टॉपिक ले, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग चलेगा और वेन डायग्राम, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग वेन डायग्राम सिलॉजिज्म एनीथिंग यू से वहाँ से चल सकते हैं, नो प्रॉब्लम.
ये किसका पार्ट होता है जो नंबर सीरीज होती है गैप में?
Number series is a part of reasoning. Along with number series, alphabet series is also there. That is also a part of series. That is also a part of this logical reasoning section. All right. So in reasoning section, you will be doing that. You can remember that in quant section, we have not used set theory. We have not used the series, anything like that. We have used that in reasoning portion. Can I rub it out, these three examples out, so that it can mark the way for these two beautiful examples? Okay. So have, yes, Ratnesh, Tirupati Raje, if you are having the answer of these two questions, these two vital questions, please tell me. Shall we start? See here, one is pattern method. Pattern method. For that, what we are going to do? 2 to the power 1 divided by 5, 2 to the power 2 divided by 5, 2 to the power 3 divided by 5, 2 to the power 4 divided by 5. What is the remainder? Please tell me. 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 This is what? 2 divided by 5. What is the remainder? 2. This divided by 5, what is the remainder? 4. Am I correct? This divided by 5, what is the remainder? 2 to the power 3 is 8. Am I correct? 8 by 5 is what? 3. And 2 to the power 4 is 16. 16 when divided by 5 is what? 1. Again 2 to the power 5 when divided by 5 will be what? Please tell me. 32 when divided by 5 will be 2. 2 to the power 6 when divided by 5 will be 4. 2 to the power 7 divided by 5 will be 3. 2 to the power 8 when divided by 5 will be what? 1. This is the individual pattern method. Every 4 times it is going to be repeating itself. Every 4 time, power is increasing by 4, getting or not getting, and you can understand it is completely divisible by 4. 100 is completely divisible by 4, so what is the answer? This one is the answer. Very simple. This is the pattern method. Have you understood? Now the main method I am just going to describe. What is that? Sorry, I should not tell main method. Another method I should be telling. I am writing it like, please see here. 2 to the power 2 whole to the power 50 or 4 to the power 50 or 4 into 4 how many times? 50 times. Can I write it? And when divided by 5 for all. Am I correct? Correct na? I am writing it here divided by 5. I am writing it here divided by 5. चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा बताओ? Am I correct? So there are 3 methods of making this very question. I have just done that. But actually that is not 3 different methods, that is only one method. But the way of presenting this 2 to the power 100 in 3 different formats that you would have understood. Am I correct now ma'am? Understood? See here. 2 to the power 100 can be written as 2 to the power 2 whole to the power 50, and I have just done that because I have to get any number that is just before or just after 5. Getting or not getting? So that is coming out to be 4. So please tell me what will be the answer? Yes ma'am, you please tell me. What is the remainder? Bolo na, 4 ko divide karo 5 se, what is the remainder? She is telling -1, completely correct. Into -1 how many times? 50 times. So what is the answer? 1 is the answer. Is this one same as this? Am I correct or not? Correct na? Samajh mein aa gaya? aa gaya na? Now you will be telling, can I do it in another method? Yes, you can write it 2 to the power 5 whole to the power 20. You can write it individually like what? 2 to the power 10 whole to the power 10. Am I correct or not? When divided by 5, what is the end result? 2 to the power 5 क्या होता है जरा बताओ? 32. 32 when divided by 5, 2 is the result. So 2 to the power 20 is the end result. Again you multiply and do it in set. Getting or not getting? Again here 2 to the power 10. He told me what is the answer? 1024. 1024 is this. When you divide it by 5, you will be telling what is the remainder? -1. क्योंकि 1 0 2 5 क्या है 1025 पूरा कंप्लीटली डिविजिबल है. So 1024 will be giving -1 is the result. So -1 whole to the power 10 is equal to what? 1 is the answer. So you just cleanse the answer anyway down the line. Answer will be same. Have you understood it? Understood it? It is going a bit trickier for you. Please understand this part. See here. You have to search for any power of 2 that gives you a number that is around 7. So you know what is the value of 2 to the power 1? 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4. 2 to the power 3 is what? 8. 8 is just around this. So we can write it like 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? 100 times. So we can group it in 3, 3, 3 likewise. Getting or not getting? Or we can write it like 8 into 8 into 8. Am I correct? How many times? That we have to see. See here. We can write it like, are you all understanding? No. So I am just doing that very question here. This very part. 2 to the power 3 whole to the power 33 into 2 will be the result. If you are not understanding this, because you are a bit weak in what? This section, that is what? Certs and that powers, everything like that. So don't bother. Just multiply 3 into 33, 99 is there, and this is the power 1. 99 plus 1, 100 is there. That's the method. So it can be written as what? 8 to the power 33 into 2 when divided by what? 7. What is the end result? You will be telling me. Individually divide every 8. What is the remainder? 1. Okay? And when you divide this 2 by 7, 2 is the end result. So 1 into 1 into 1, how many times? 33 times into 2. What is the end result? 2 is the answer of this question. Very simple. Am I correct or not? Have you understood? Understand. Everything is being divided by 7. The group of 3, 3, 3, 2s. So 8, 8, 8, how many times? 33 times will be there, and at last 1, 2 will be remaining. So every individual 8 have been divided by what? 7, and 1 is the result. Venn diagram, okay, 2 for the second, alright. So have you understood? So I have just multiplied 8 into 8 into 8, how many times? 33 times, and then 2. 33 into 3 is equal to 99 plus 1 is equal to 100, that is the calculation part. Now this is the answer, and I have just told you pattern method plus this remainder theorem main method. Both are important, very important. Okay, shall I write UPSC example? Please solve it, and now you will be understanding UPSC questions are just POPLU type questions. Very easy to comprehend because everything have been done over here. So once you are understood everything here, you will be getting it easier to do those questions. I am telling you frankly. And now what is the end result? If at the end some portion is remaining, then I will be just doing it in the next class. So please write it down, and the final 2-3 examples coming down the line. I have got the question with me. Please write down first. Pattern method have you read? And this is the simple method of all the questions. Individually, my idea regarding this very chapter is just stick to the main theorem that I made you write. P into Q into R dot 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 dot. Every time individually you are dividing P by X, yani the divisor. Every time. Here 8 into 8 into 8, 33 times is there. Being divided by 7. Individually you have divided each 8 by 7. You have got the answer, and one answer can also be got through pattern method, hai na?
So this individual 8 in power 33 is okay. How 2 into 2 is coming that?
Oh, this is what? This is nothing. This is what? 2 divided by 7. I said now P into Q into R into S when divided by X, what is the remainder? Individually divide every number. So this is also in the multiplication format. This is all in the multiplication format. 8 into 8 into 8 into 8, 33 times. Into last mein 2 aega. 2 when divided by 7 either will give -5 as remainder or will give +2 as remainder. That is what I have written, and individually you have to multiply all the individual remainders to get the final remainder. Surprisingly, the end result is less than 7. This is the final answer. Have you noted it down? बीच में पैटर्न मेथड लिख लिया. Shall I rub it out? CSAT 2019, CSAT 2023, 2 questions coming. 51 into 27 into 35. Into 62 into 75 when divided by 100, what is the remainder? Options भी बता दूं क्या? 50, 25, 5, 1. CSAT 2019 not, 19 no question were there, 20 it was asked. Okay. 21, one question was there, 3 to the power 2019. When divided by 10, what is the remainder? Options are 1379. 22, 91, 2022. CSAT 2022. Had you written this part? ये लिख लिया था आपने, मैम? So these are 3 questions, and I must write one more question from CSAT 2023 that came. Again, one question was there, 85 into 87 into 89 into 91 into 95 into 96. When divided by 100, what is the remainder? I don't know the year. CSAT, I think 2023 will be, 22 will be there. Okay. So what is the remainder you had to find? And options are 0, 1 to 4. Okay, and CSAT 2023 question I will be giving afterward. So we have to discuss these 4-5 questions at the end time, and it is quite great amount of time we have already invested. 2-3 minute time will be there. Are you solving, man? Solving CSAT questions? Okay, do. 1 minute time being given from here onward for you all to just mug up your mind over these questions. Please think what can be the answer of everything. I am saying you the pattern of the question have been followed exactly. So might be some of the options will be same. Now this is one of the greatest hint that a faculty should have never given. I am so sorry. 4 questions there, please make it. leave CSAT 2020 question as of now, first question as of now, but try to do these 3 questions. Leave the first question as of now, but try to do these questions. Oh my goodness, this is the question from CSAT 2023, I am so sorry to say. So leave this very question as of now, but do all those rest questions. Shall I start? Shall I start? Please see here. 3 to the power 2 is what? Always 9, and that is 1 before this. Am I correct? I told this very thing before, so you have to do only this very thing. 3 into 3 into 3, how many times? 2019 times. Or you can say 9 into 9, how many times? You can just understand. 2019 when divided by 2, what is the end result? 100 and 9, and this is 1 remainder. Am I correct or not? Getting or not getting? है ना? So 9 into 9, how many times? 1009 times. Am I correct? And last में क्या हो जाएगा? Into 3 हो जाएगा. When divided by 10, what is the remainder? Please tell me. You please tell me. Minus 1. Minus 1. कितना times? 1009 times. And finally 3 divided by 10. What is the end result? 3. Am I correct? So multiply all this. Minus 1 odd number of times. So what is the end result? Minus 1. So minus 1 into 3 is equal to what? Minus 3. When it gets added to this, answer is equal to what? 7. 7 is the answer. Am I correct? This can be represented in the form of what? 3 का square whole to the power 10, क्या लिखा है? 1009 into 3 when divided by 10. This can be written as this also. So that is what I have written. One question is quite clearly solved, and I must tell you, after this class, when you are practicing lots of questions, 30 seconds is enough to make this question. Understood, guys? Have you noted it down? All right? Got it now? Got it. Now, see here. This is what? Completely divisible by 100. 0 is the answer. This is completely divisible by 1261. So 0 is the answer. 0 is the answer. You are seeing one thing. The system is getting repeated. The pattern is getting repeated. This pattern of question. Everything is divisible. How? That you have to decipher. This 1261 is not divisible by 1, is divisible by 1. Yes, is not divisible by 2, not divisible by 3, not divisible by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not even by 12. This is an odd number. But this is divisible by what? 13. 13 into 97 जैसे ही करोगे ना तो ये आ जाएगा 1261. Got it? This you can just see at home. And now 13, 7 ja 91 and 97, 97 completely cut on. So the end result is what? 0. Am I correct or not? This is giving 0 as remainder. This is giving 0 as remainder. Why? Because 1261 has been completely divisible. This whole number is completely divisible by 1261. I would rather say this. Alright? That's why the answer is what? 0. Abhi ruko. Have you understood this or not? It can be written as 13 into 97. 97 individually has just divided it completely. 13 individually has divided it completely. So the end result is 1 here, and 1 can be divided to any number. Am I correct or not? If it is divided completely, answer will be 0, end result. 0 will be the remainder. Have you understood now? Now here is the 0 answer, because it can be written as what? 2 into 2 into what? 4 हुआ ना? Into 5 into 5. Am I correct? है ना? इस 5 से ये डिविजिबल, इस 5 से ये डिविजिबल और ये 4 से ये डिविजिबल. Am I correct? Completely divisible. Answer is what? 0. That's all for the class today. I will be discussing the questions related to this only, this question and some other question in this very line only in the next class. But before I just go, I could not give the futuristic question. Of course, the class has already been elongated. The final one question, can you please do yourself? CSAT 2023 question, write it down. Have you written this all or you have to write? Written? Please write it down first of all. And the end question of the day to all the students, CSAT 2023, 2 to the power 192 when divided by 7 tha na? No, 6. What is the remainder? Answer is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, 3 is not there, 4. So this is the end question of the day, CSAT 2023. Rest all, first of all, write it down. Please make it and then you can go. Okay. Please check it again. One pattern method was discussed. Haven't you seen that? उस पे कैसे आया 1? 2 to the power 1 will be giving 2 as the remainder. 2 to the power 2 will be giving 4 as a remainder. Where is 1? Got it?
After every 4, it is giving 1 as the remainder.
No ma'am, you just check it on again. 2 to the power 192 when divided by 6, what is the remainder is the final question of the day. Please write it all down or I will not be just rubbing it out. You can write it down at the end part. What is the answer of this question? Is it done? Shall we do this very last question cumulatively here in the final moment of our life this very day? Okay, together. Shall we do? Please check whether the answer in your copy is correct or not. Last question of the day. I am expecting some answer in the chat box also. Okay. Can I write it here? Can I write it here? 2 to the power 1 when divided by 6, what is the remainder? 2 को जब आप divide करते हो 6 से, what is the remainder? Tell me. 2 is the remainder. Yes. Now when you divide 2 to the power 2 by 6, so what is the remainder? 4 divided by 6, what is the remainder? 4. 4 is less than 6. Again 2 to the power 3 when divided by 6, what is the remainder? 8 divided by 6, what is the remainder? 2. हुआ ना? अब बताओ 2 to the power 4 when gets divided by 6, what is the remainder? This is 16. 16 when divided by 6, what is the remainder? 4. Am I correct or not? So what is the thing? 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4 thing is getting on repeating again and again. Odd number of power, what is the answer? 2 is the answer. If even number of power is there, 4 is the answer. Am I correct or not? So here even number of power is there, so 4 is the answer of this very question. Answer. That's it for the day. I hope you have enjoyed the class and we will be doing the thing in deliberate manner in an extensive mode from the next class onward, but tomorrow is the class from LR section. So better be prepared in the section that he has just said me to just mug up. Either Venn diagram we are starting with or coding decoding. ठीक है? मैं जाऊँ? Is it correct? You please note it down all and please tell me one more thing. If you have any doubt, any iota of doubt, 3-4 methods I have done it here. And the last question of the day that I have also given, and that is fortunately the question that have been asked in UPSC 2023. And the answer result is what? Pattern method. Of course, another method is there and we will be describing along with this very question, that very method in the next class when it is going to be of quant. Alright. So this is the overall scenario of GS score class here, all right. So one chapter part is there, and then you will be just given exercise not class exercise, I mean to say class examples, and then last में आपका PYQs होगा, and overall every scenario regarding one topic one day, that thing will be there, and every scenario will be discussed with you interactively. Those persons who had not had this mathematics after 10th, even they will be finding it quite easy to go. I am telling you, this remainder theorem, this remainder principle, as many as 6 questions have been asked. You know what one question I am referring? I am referring to quant plus LR one question. What is that question? Today is Thursday, suppose. It was given Thursday or Wednesday like that. What will be 10 to the power 10 days from now? This is the pure question of this remainder theorem. Because when you go to the calendar chapter, you will be understanding every sort of day, number of days, you divide it by 7, whatever be the end result, that is a remainder, that is going to be what? Odd days, and you just add that to that. So if I ask, today is Thursday, what is 100th day? Of course 100 divided by 7, what is the remainder? Whatever be the remainder, if 2 is the remainder, just add 2 day to the Thursday. Friday, Saturday is the answer. In the same manner, 10 to the power 10 was divided by 7, some result was there, 3 or 4 was there, I think, and plus 4 you are doing. So that remainder theorem from number system, from this quant area have been clubbed with a chapter. And what is that chapter? From logical reasoning section. Everything is interrelated. That's why I am saying this vast ocean is there, that set of icebergs, that set of portions are there, land portions are there, everything you have to interconnect. And the thing I am just giving of only one portion right now, one portion in one that uphill set of thing, whatever I am describing. So all the very best. We will be discussing everything in detail. I have just come here to take fear completely out of your mind. बस इतना ध्यान रखो, completely out of your mind. You will not be finding difficulty in any question of remainder if it is being asked from now onward. If you are going to just mug up this whole area and the area of this very number system of this remainder theorem, which we will be discussing in next set of class for quant. All right. So what is the query right now, please? I will be telling you afterward. All right. After the class gets over, I will be telling you. The organization will be giving you sufficient material and quality material as far as the thing is concerned. If you had not attempted that boot camp scenario, you can just ask for question paper and you will be just understanding the kind of question that were there. Replica करना आसान नहीं है, but I tried my best to give some of the best questions over there. You will find that interactive enough. This was the class for the today. Thanks a lot. I'll be telling you which book you have to refer to, and the course that is here is covering extensively each and every sort of aspect. So of course the material given over here is going to have in-depth analysis in each and every part of the thing. Apart from that, I am telling you, all the n number of books covering n number of topics, even UPSC has, even after that UPSC 2023 question setters had got a scope to give 5 to 10 questions that were completely aloof from all those chapters, all those books, all those organizations, things, stuffs, getting or not getting. So visualizing all those sort of things, the futuristic part is being covered here in this very examination, and that is very much vital. I have still not given the futuristic questions, a set of questions in this very area. Why? Because this area could not be completed even after investing this sort of time up till now, but it will be subsequently done. 90% part done, 10% part remaining, then it will be just given. Okay. Thanks a lot for coming. This was Amritam saying you all goodbye.